Ugh, Ryan, be honest. How many times did you hit snooze this morning?
3? Okay, maybe 4. You know that moment when your alarm feels like it's personally attacking you?
Oh, yes. The sound of betrayal every single morning.
Exactly! I kept thinking, 5 more minutes won't ruin my life. Spoiler, it kinda did. I was late to my first call.
I knew it. You're one of those 5 more minutes people.
Guilty! What about you? You seem like the type who wakes up at sunrise, drinks lemon water, does yoga, and saves the world before 8 a.m.
I wish. Honestly, I'm somewhere between motivated adult and confused zombie. My mornings depend on coffee.
So coffee's your secret weapon.
My only weapon. Without it, I don't even remember my name.
That's fair. I think mornings reveal who we really are. Some people wake up ready to conquer the world, and others just try to survive the first hour.
Exactly. And today we're talking about that. Our morning routines, the good, the messy, and the why am I like this moments.
Perfect. Let's dive in.
So, Ella, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Oh, I wish I could say something inspiring, but honestly, I scroll on my phone for 10 minutes.
The classic digital breakfast.
Exactly. Emails, messages, maybe a bit of Instagram. It's like my brain refuses to start without checking what the world's doing.
I used to do that too, but it made me feel tired before I even got out of bed.
Oh, yeah, totally. You start comparing your sleepy face to everyone's perfect good morning selfies. Not a great confidence booster.
That's why I leave my phone in another room now. When my alarm goes off, I actually have to get up to turn it off.
Wow, that's genius and also kind of dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yeah, what if you trip on the way? You're half asleep and angry at your alarm. It's a recipe for chaos.
True, but it works. Once I'm standing, I usually stretch a bit, open the window, let the light in. It makes me feel more human.
You're one of those people who talk about sunlight like it's magic.
Because it is. Sunlight wakes your brain. It's like nature's coffee.
Speaking of coffee, mine is non-negotiable. I can skip breakfast, skip makeup, skip small talk, but never skip coffee.
So it's not morning until the coffee says so.
Exactly. I even have a favorite mug. If someone uses it, my day feels weird.
I get that. It's like a ritual. My version is making the bed. If I don't, my brain thinks the day hasn't started.
Oh, you're disciplined. That's impressive.
Not really. It's just a trick. I make the bed so I won't crawl back in.
Smart. Maybe I should start doing that.
Try it. Feels like a small win first thing in the morning.
Maybe that's the secret. Small wins. Not perfect mornings, just small victories that make you feel alive.
I like that. Small victories before breakfast. Sounds like a good motto.
You know, Ryan, everyone online talks about morning routines like they're some magical formula for success. Wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, write a gratitude journal, run 10 miles.
Yeah, like you're supposed to turn into a monk before sunrise.
Exactly, but real life isn't like that. Some mornings are calm and productive. Others are just serial and survival.
I think it depends on what you need from your morning. Some people need energy, others need silence.
Ooh, I love that. What you need from your morning. For me, it's quiet. Just 5 minutes without noise, without screens.
Do you ever get that 5 minutes?
Rarely. My neighbor's dog usually starts barking before I finish my coffee, but I try.
I know what you mean. For me, mornings are about focus. If I can think clearly before emails start coming in, the day goes smoother.
You sound very zen. Do you meditate?
Sometimes. Not in the sitting cross-legged way, though. I just make breakfast slowly. Like, really notice what I'm doing.
That's actually kind of nice. So your toast is your meditation.
Yeah, butter, breathe, repeat.
I like that. My version is watering my plants. Watching the leaves wake up makes me feel grounded.
That's beautiful, actually. I think routines aren't about rules. They're about rhythm. Something that connects your mind and body.
Yes. Like a rhythm that says, hey, the world's starting again, and you're part of it.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, even small changes like opening the curtains earlier can shift your whole mood.
Totally. I noticed that when I stopped checking emails before breakfast. Suddenly, my mornings felt lighter.
Yeah, it's like giving yourself permission to arrive in the day instead of rushing into it.
I love that. Arrive in the day. You should put that on a t-shirt.
Only if you wear it too.
Deal. But I'll need coffee stains on mine to keep it realistic.
Real mornings only, no filters.
You know, it's funny. We spend so much of our lives rushing through mornings, the alarms, the deadlines, the traffic, that we forget they're the beginning of everything.
Yeah, the first hour kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day, doesn't it?
It really does. I used to think my mornings were just something to survive. But the older I get, the more I see them as a quiet chance to start over.
That's true. Mornings have this quiet honesty. You can tell a lot about how someone's doing just by watching how they start their day.
Exactly. It's not about perfection, not about 5 a.m. workouts or fancy smoothies. It's about being present, even for a moment.
Yeah, maybe it's just noticing the light coming through the window. Or that first sip of coffee that tells you you're still here, you get another try.
I love that. You get another try. That's what mornings really are, another try at being the person you want to be.
And even if it starts messy, it's okay, because every sunrise is kind of an invitation.
An invitation to begin again.
That's a good way to put it.
See, Ryan, you are a morning person, deep down.
Only after 2 cups of coffee and a good chat like this.
You know, I think mornings say a lot about how we see life. Some people see them as a chore, others see them as a gift.
Yeah, and most of us are somewhere in between, half dreaming, half running late.
Exactly. But maybe that's okay. Maybe mornings don't have to be perfect. They just have to be yours.
I like that. Your own little version of ready.
Right? Whether that means a strong espresso, a quiet walk, or 5 minutes of chaos before the kids wake up, it's still your start.
And that's what makes it special.
You know what I realized? When I stopped trying to copy someone else's routine, I actually enjoy mine more.
Totally. There's no single formula for a good morning. It's more about listening to yourself.
And maybe forgiving yourself for not being a superhero before 8 a.m.
Amen to that.
So, to everyone listening, however your morning looks today, it's enough. You showed up, you're here, and that's already something to be proud of.
That's beautifully said, Ella.
Thanks, Ryan. And thank you for joining us today.
We hope this little chat makes your next morning feel a bit lighter, or at least gives you something to smile about over coffee.
Take care, everyone. And remember, tomorrow's morning is a new chance.
See you next time on Everyday English Conversation.